do you understand the title, The Power of Persuasion? Now, in order to understand the power of persuasion, let's look at the picture from your course book and then tell me what can you see from the picture. So tell me, how do you understand, what can you see from the picture first? Now tell me.
Rocket.
A rocket, good. That is a rocket. And what can you see from maybe the body of the rocket here? What can you see, that one?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. So do you think that Pizza Hut have to support any amount of money to the launching of the rocket here? So do you
Yes.
think, yes, of course. In fact, Pizza Hut has to pay $1 million. $1 million, right? $1 million to sponsor for the launching of the rocket in 2003. So at that time in 2003, so $1 million seemed to be maybe a very big amount of money at that time in advertising industry. And that's why we can see that Pizza Hut has maybe choose a very different way to maybe advertise their products. It means that at that time in 2003, the launching of the new rocket has attracted a lot of attention from people. And when the launching of the rocket here at that time in 2003 is maybe we say that is broadcasting lively. So in that case, everyone knows about the brand name Pizza Hut because the name is printed on the body of the rocket. So that is maybe the way that Pizza Hut has delivered their advertising campaigns by paying $1 million. And at that time, 20 years ago, $1 million is considered one of the biggest amount of money that advertisers are willing to pay for an advertising campaign, right? So let's come back to our questions. How do you understand the power of persuasion? Now, so tell me, how do you understand the power of persuasion? So how? How do you understand the power of persuasion? Now the whole class, so tell me. So how do you understand the power of persuasion? Okay, so Mingdu.
I think persuasion in this context here means you communicate with communication strategy to customer with the purpose to recommend the product that would benefit, in quotation, this person and convincing them. Of course, with logical reason to take action. In this case, they Pizza Hut put the logos on this rocket, and this rocket happens to be one of the few rockets that have benefits, that is funding the science field to or space exploration is beneficial for humanity, and many people see this as something logical to buy these products to support the space industry. I think it comes down to benefits.
Okay, so thank you, Mingduk. Now, in fact, maybe let's look at the way that Pizza Hut has chosen to advertise their product. It seems to be very strange, and it can maybe attract more attention from customer than any other advertising campaign at that time. So let's come back to the questions. Why I asked you to give me, maybe I asked you to explain the power of persuasion. So if we look back at the purposes or the objective of advertising and advertising campaigns, so we can see that the objective of all the advertiser is try to persuade more customer to buy their products, and also they want to maybe deliver the image of the product to more and more people. And that's why when we have the power of persuasion here, we can see that that is maybe the way to refer to the power of advertising campaigns or the power of advertisement. And we can take the Pizza Hut advertisement for typical example. So Pizza Hut has chosen a very different way to endorse their products, and at that time maybe more customer want to buy or use or eat pizza because they think that it seemed to be maybe a very unique way to endorse the product, and that is the way that we refer to the power of persuasion. So to sum up, the power of persuasion refer to the power of advertising campaigns or advertisement. So it means that the advertisement or advertising campaigns can maybe draw attention from the customer and can have maybe impact or maybe influences on uh, the buying decision of customer, and that is the way we are talking about the power of persuasion. Or maybe on another words, it means that by watching an advertisement from that product, we decided to buy the product. So in that case, we can see the power of persuasion. Try to persuade the customer to buy their products through the advertising campaign or advertisement. So that is the way to explain the power of persuasion. So understand about the title, the power of persuasion. So understand about the power of persuasion here.
Yes.
Yes, okay, so thank you. Now, so if we understand about the objectives, no, not of the objective, but maybe the definition of advertisement, advertising campaigns, we understand about the three forms of promotion, and we also understand about the power of persuasion. Now, let's come to the next part. Now, let's look at that one. Okay, so the whole class, after watching this video clip or the TVC here, so tell me which product is being endorsed or which product is being advertised. Which product is being advertised in this advertisement?
iPhone.
Samsung and Galaxy.
Samsung.
Galaxy Z Folds.
Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. Okay, now tell me. So after watching this video clip, as maybe customer, so do you want to buy that product? Do you want to buy Samsung Galaxy Z Fold?
Well, yes, definitely. It looks interesting.
Yes, it looks fantastic. It looks seem to be very fashionable. It seemed to be very maybe in different style. And I think that owners want to maybe to um, to own that product because it seemed to be very attractive to owners. So it means that by watching this video clip, maybe the advertiser want to maybe to give the design to the customer, and in that case we can see the power of persuasion. Although we don't want to buy that product, although we don't want to buy a new mobile phone, but after watching the advertisement we want to buy a new one. So that is the power of persuasion. Okay, and in that case we can see that the advertiser are successful. Okay, so now, so we know about maybe the forms of promotion. So let's look at the target audience of each advert here. Now, firstly, could you please maybe look at the picture on your right? And then after that, tell me, what are the target audience of each advert? By looking at maybe the different balloons here on the slide. So tell me, what are the target audience of the advert here? So if we look at the different balloons, so tell me, what are the target audience of each advert here? Okay, so Mingduk once again.
I think the target audience are people in the IT industry. I see Intel Inside is a IT company.
The IT company. So the advertiser is IT company, but what about the target audience? It means that what kind of audience that the Intel Inside the IT company want to target at?
The people who use computers, I think.
The
Young
people
people.
use computer, okay.
Young
But
people.
if okay, that of course that is the people who use computer. But if we look at the kind of balloons here, different balloons here on the sky. So tell me, who will look at that way of advertising? So understand the questions for me. So it means that we can see if maybe the name Intel Inside. So we know that that is an IT company, right? For example, and of course the IT company always target at the computers user. Okay, but if they deliver the advertisement by maybe printing their names on a balloon like this, so what are the target audience? In that case, what are the target audience?
Professional.
Professional, maybe. What else? I think okay, so Hai Phong.
I think this hot air balloon festival. So I think the participants of the festival can see it, and maybe I think the picture can be posted in the article, or it can appear on social media. So I think everyone, every reader who read the article can see this brand. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Hai Phong. Now, in fact, it is right that when you said that it is maybe appear in a balloon festival, right? So in that case, in that specific case, we can see that the target audience is on the balloon lovers, the balloon festival participant, and on the maybe the person or the people who have their interest in the balloon. So that is the target audience. So understand, that is the target audience. So in that case, that is the target audience. Now, for example, let's come back to another. We think that a very successful advertisement, that is the Sneaker BTS Hunter. So remember about the way that BTS Hunter was advertised. So remember about the way that BTS Hunter, a sneaker, was advertised by Sơn Tùng MTP. Is that? So understand. So it means that the target audience in the music clip that the BTS Hunters were advertised is on the Sơn Tùng MTP's fans. Is that right? So it means that they want to aim, the advertiser want to aim or want to target at Sơn Tùng fans or Sơn Tùng supporters. So in that case, not on the person who used. And then the advertisement was very maybe successful at that time. Because in one of his greatest song, I didn't remember the name, but I think that is Lạc Trôi, something like that. But based on that, maybe the audience, the target audience, is the supporters of Sơn Tùng, not everyone. It means that for each kind of advert, the target audience is quite different. For example, the Intel Inside always target at the computer user, but in this balloon festival, their specific target audience is on the balloon lovers, on the balloon festival participant, and on the person who show their interest in balloons. Okay, so understand about the target audience here. Now let's come to the next question, is that what are the unusual places to advert these products? What are the unusual places to advert the products? And can you give me the example? Now, what are the places that they have used to advert the products? And do you think that it is unusual way? Now the whole class, so tell me, what are the usual places that they have to use to advertise their product? Okay, so Hải Phong.
Um, on the street, I see some brand name. Some brand names are printed on the bus. Yeah. So I think
Good.
this,
Printing on the bus. Okay, and when we look at the bus, or maybe some cars, maybe they circulating on the road, we can see the advertisement. Is that right? Okay,
yeah.
that's good. That is one example. What other example? Okay, Thị Dương.
I think they can like at the bottom of a shoe.
Mm-hmm. So, if you look at the shoes, so tell me, what the product that you see?
I think the Supra brand, the
Uh-huh.
Supra brand shoe, they offer a sole that double as at space. So like some people will stop to look at the bottom of the shoe and think it is interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Okay, okay, so thank you, Thùy Dương. Now, in fact, there are many unusual places that the advertiser can think of to advertise their product. So we can see that maybe we can look at that one. If we use the Grab services and we are the passenger at that time, so that is one way to advertise their product. So on the car, maybe by printing outside the car, or maybe they use the leaflet, or maybe some kinds of advertisement, maybe on the back seat of the driver. Okay, right? Or maybe we can see that one. So if we look at the one they print on a pen, and that is one way to maybe advertise their product. For example, in that one, we can see maybe very different brand names: Zalopay, Bách Hóa Xanh, Yamaha, Nescafe, VIB, for example. So it means that maybe printing on a pen. Maybe we can have maybe a lot of things. For example, that one, even when we went to when we go to the public restroom, we can see maybe advertisement and also many other things. So my question is, how many adverts do you see every day, and where are they placed? And I think that for that questions, you can have a discussion with your partners. And the second question is, can you think of any more new, unusual places where it would be possible to place advertisement, right? Okay, so let's discuss with your partners, and then after that, tell me your answer. So please remember that we will have questions number one. We will have questions number one here and questions number two here. So I have already give you some kinds of example, and I think that it will be easier for you to discuss with your partner, right? So spend about maybe 5 or 6 minutes to discuss with your partner.